Alright, hold on. I gotta do something here. My shirt says who I work for, so I don't want y'all to see that. So I had to put a little receipt in my pocket. I am still in Nevada. I'm leaving out tomorrow morning. My load doesn't actually deliver until Tuesday, but I leave out tomorrow morning, so I'm going to stay in California the night before to put myself a couple hours closer, because where I'm delivering in, the place I deliver at does not have any truck parking near it, so, and I hear the traffic is horrific for this area of California I'm going to. So I'm gonna leave out of here. This is my cable. That way. I'm gonna leave out of here about 5-6 o'clock in the morning. I'll get there. It's only a couple hours away from here. I'm really like 5 hours away from where I'm delivering, and I'll leave here about 6 o'clock. Get there about 8 something in the morning. By that time, truckers should have cleared out. I have to pay for parking, and I was talking about that because a friend of mine was just talking to him on the phone. He said, whoa, you got to pay for parking. So for those of you thinking about coming into trucking, for those of you who are just interested in watching because you're just interested in how it works, when I first came out, you didn't pay for parking at your basic truck stops. The only place I knew that you paid were where they were secured lots, like the Detroiter in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, obviously, because of the area that it is and some of the issues that that city may have, criminal elements, they actually have truck stops that you have to pay for a secure location to park. It actually was a Werner drop yard, to be honest, and that's my first time was going there, was knowing that it was a Werner drop yard. And so Werner has a deal with the Detroiter, so if you're a Werner employee, you can actually, stay at the Detroiter, no extra cost. But when I was working for Pride and for Conway, when I went there, I would pay to stay. Now, if you fueled, you didn't have to pay to stay at the park, stay there. And you could drop your trailer and then bobtail somewhere. Like I bobtailed around. I had my dog in the truck and got her hair done over at PetSmart. And then I also went to that was my first Five Guys burger was there, because the guy at the Detroiter, the security guy, told me about the place. Now see, I'm really trying to cover this up, and I totally forgot I had this shirt on. In California, because Cali is not truck friendly at all. What I am seeing in the northern part of California, though, they're putting up more truck stops, and I was like, whoa. I went to one that I didn't even know existed when I was out with my trainer, and it was I think it was a Petro I went to. Was it Petro? I think it was a Petro that I went to, and it was in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, what the hell? And it's going into Northern California. But everything like from your San Francisco area down to like Los Angeles, pay for parking, or it's gonna be like it's gonna be a tiny ass truck stop, and ain't gonna be hardly any parking for you. So where I'm going to, I'll probably have to pay $14-15 to park. It'll give me 24 hours. So the reason I didn't go there initially is because I had so much time on this load that it really made sense to reset as close as possible, and I did it here in Nevada. So I just dropped down, and I'll be in California within a relatively short amount of time, and I pay for parking. So there's different places in California, the TA, the Petro, some pilots that you have to pay for parking. If you fuel, then as long as it's 50 gallons or more, something like that, you don't have to pay. Or if you spend a certain amount of money at the truck stop and you can show your receipt, you don't have to pay to park. Otherwise, you do have to pay to stay there. I don't really have a problem with that because certain areas of California have some criminal elements as well. So it offers you some security. And being female, it offers me some security. In Detroit, I've stayed at, there's a pilot that's not secured and there's a TA that's not secured. And, Trucker Bill told me at night, don't you get out that damn truck. Make sure you can piss on the truck. Make sure you can go whatever bathroom on the truck you need to do. You do whatever you need on that truck. Don't you get out that damn truck. He said, I'm 6 foot something. I used to be 400 pounds. And in certain states and certain cities in those states, he would not get out his truck at night because he said, you could run into certain problems. So, like I said, I've used a lot of his wisdom because he's been doing this for over 42 years. He's not OTR anymore over the road, and he's a local guy, but he experienced even back in his early days. And a lot has not changed. In some cases, the elements have grown worse. So, it's like the trucker who got killed in Louisiana sitting outside of where he was supposed to deliver, trying to fix something on his truck. They robbed him and they killed him. It's really unnecessary. I had a cousin who was killed by his truck. There's certain things that you just really don't do. I wear, like, I wear an Invicta watch. Sometimes it depends on where I'm at. I won't wear that out here at the truck stops. No. What else did I want to tell you guys? Trying to think what else. There's something else I want to tell you guys, and I'm totally blanking right now. Oh, the shower thing. So this is some rambles, but the shower thing that I was going to tell you guys about. The reason that, so some of you might have been wondering, because I kind of got this, like, why wouldn't you want to take a shower at Love's? The reason I was struggling with taking a shower at Love's is because I had to pay for that shower. I didn't have, like I said, we hadn't fueled at Love's, and since I hadn't fueled, I had to pay. And I think it was like 11. It could be anywhere from 11 to 15 bucks, depends on where you shower at. I think it might have been 11 or $12. I can't remember. So I had to pay that out of pocket. Now I can tax write that off. There's a lot of stuff you can tax write off as truck drivers: clothing, shoes, showers. I'm gonna tax write off the parking. I'm going to tax right off that trailer washout that my company didn't pay for because I didn't have the right receipt. I'll tax write all that off. And so I have paid to park. You have actually now something they're doing in parking is what they call reserve spaces, which get you really close. So I pay to park there sometimes, especially because of the ankle issue. I do have a handy sticker that I use from time to time. If the handicap's available, if not, I'll pay. Because I am able to walk. There are some people out here who are veterans who lost limbs and have artificial limbs driving truck, and so they should damn sure get that park before me for the handicap parking. So I don't have a problem sometimes paying to be close if my leg's bugging me or whatever. So far it's starting to come back. I'm really impressed. I'm not using my cane as much because I was using my cane a lot more, and today I really haven't used my cane at all, which was impressive. I went in and I washed like a last little load of laundry, had a late lunch delivering onions here at the Petro that I'm at. Did a salad buffet, and all for like $10. I love it. And then they have a casino in there, and I'm not a big casino person, but I played $5 and won 20. So I'm just like, I'm one of the people that as soon as $20, cash that crap out. I'm willing to risk $5, cash the rest of it out. But I've had a good time here. I had an all-you-can-eat sushi place I went to that was phenomenal called The Joint, and it's here in 2 places here in the Nevada area that I'm in. And the owner was there, and I told him I was a truck driver because I came in with 2 bags from Walmart, so it kind of looked kind of janky, right? So I'm like, let me let this man know, I was like, hey, I'm not from here in town. My Lyft driver told me about you guys. Sorry about the bags, because most people are just walking up in there, they driving their car up, they live here or whatever. And he's like, oh, okay, welcome. Where you from? I told him, and he says, oh, you pay per roll. I said, yeah. He said, you won't go anywhere here in town and sushi anywhere in this area. He said pretty much Nevada is going to be all you can eat. And I was like, shut the front door. So it was really good. Like I said, once I get everything working with the laptop, I'm going to upload some pictures from this place that I was at. I did like a little quick some short videos. I'll upload those. But once I get the laptop where I'm on like a Wi-Fi, I'll upload. I got a whole bunch of pictures and stuff. I'll throw some music and let you see parts of the country that I've been in. And sometimes I can set my phone up and just hit like where it does like it's an app on here, and it'll do some snapshots for me while I'm rolling. So I don't really finagle with the phone while I'm driving. Y'all know that's not my thing. Eventually I want to, like I said, a camera like a GoPro or something. I'm going to put it on the passenger side, and I think I'm going to call that those from the passenger seat. And I think I'll try to do that with some pictures back when I was trucking before. But yeah, so, and then there's hopefully some good changes coming to my company. What I'm really hoping is they allow dogs, because I really want a dog on the truck, and I'm probably sticking out with them. Things are taking a little more time than what I thought. I think I had a very what do you call it, advanced plan or aggressive plan of trying to do a lot of stuff, but it's taking a little longer. Also, I want to get all my skill sets back. My backing has come back pretty decent, but I really wanted to get better, so I want to do that. They've talked to me about training. I'm considering it. It would bring in more money, I know, and I actually end up helping other people. I think I'm just concerned with some of what I'm seeing, but and then I have that, I'm that hard. Once you get off my truck, I hope you do the right thing, but I know that you might not. So that's another issues that I have. I could bring a lot to training a driver, so we'll see. We'll see. And right now I'm trying to get this truck straightened out to where I can. So if I decide to train, I did some changes. So like Trucker Bill had our trainer Bill had his cooler down on the floor when we were in his truck, so he could always reach back and get drinks. I never did that in my old truck, and I tried it in this truck, and I didn't like it, so I put it back where I kept my cooler, which is on the bunk, at the end of the bunk. I'm only 5'2.5", 5'3". So for me, putting the cooler at the end of the bunk, I still have more than enough foot room. For a person who's probably 6 foot, it would be a pain in the butt, because you could put it to the side and have like a little foot room, like about that much foot room, but you have a whole side taken up. For me, I have it sitting there, and you have to keep the vent where it can. But also the way that I have the cooler sitting, he had it sitting like a refrigerator, like like apartment refrigerator, like this. I have mine laid out like this, because you can put more stuff in it. And he really only carried drinks. He didn't. The most we ever put in there was like subs that we picked up, and he might pick up a salad. So mainly our drinks stayed in there. For me, I'm carrying food. I went and got lunch meat yesterday, because my goal is to start doing, instead of stopping at Subway all the time, is to really have more food on the truck, like how I had to have food delivered, because I really had nothing in there. I had to throw out meat when they had the truck in the shop. So that's kind of where I'm at, because the truck has to be cool on the inside to keep that cooler cool. Otherwise, it's just blowing 36 degrees cooler than what's inside. So if it's 120 in here, it's not cooling shit. Excuse my French. It's not cooling anything. I'm trying to think what else I want to cover. Yeah, so if you don't have shower credits, you can pay to have your showers. That's why I said it makes no sense for a truck driver to not have a shower. The only reason you don't have a shower is that you're not willing to pay for a shower. And in some cases they don't have the money for a shower. I've been up here and I've watched, like, there was a guy who looked like he was kind of homeless, and one of the truck drivers, I think he gave him one of his free showers. He's like, I got a bunch of them. Here, you can have one. I've lost some showers because I didn't use them, and you have 14 days through TA and Petrol to use them, which I like. They give you 14 days. Whereas I think Gloves and Pilot only give you a week to use them. And if you don't use them within a week, then you lose them. I like the 14-day rule, because you keep showers for quite a bit of time. I'm trying to think what else. For my truck drivers, Lyft is your friend. Lyft is your friend. Oh, I'm going to talk about, in another video, we did a little bit on the hygiene stuff, but I'm going to talk about stuff to have on your truck when you're coming out over the road. Things like, we'll talk about it a little bit here. I got a little bit of time on this one. So, if you're going out with your trainer, and you're going out for the first time over the road, the company I work for makes you do what I call the maiden voyage. So once you get out, after you get off trainer's truck, you pass your written test, you pass your driving test, they make you have to go out for at least one trip before you can go home time. And most people, they want to go home time right after the trainer truck, because they've been out there with that trainer anywhere from 4 weeks or more. And that's a pretty long period of time. One driver, when I was at Conway, he said his thing was he didn't stay out more than 45 days, and he went home. He had to get off the truck. And it kind of taught me, like, that's kind of how I'm kind of rolling. So, like, I went home, it's in August. I'm going to roll through mid-August. I'm going to roll through September. And I'm going to stay with my dad in Lubbock. Probably, I'm thinking, sometime in mid-October. So, I'm looking at a couple dates in October, mid-October, to go stay with him. And get out the truck for at least 3. Possibly, the way I do it, our company only likes you to be out the truck no more than 3 days. So, I do my 4th day. I put it at 2300 or 2359 to be available for a load. That really gives me almost 4 days. And the reason is because your first day is really going to be you possibly doing laundry, hanging out with your family, doing last minute stuff that you didn't get done, that you need to get done, normalcy. Then you're going to spend a lot of time sleeping. And like the first day I got off the truck, I was so exhausted because, like I said, my work had bled over into my it had bled over into my work, into my home time. It bled over into the day I was off. And so by the time I slept on the terminal grounds, then I bobtailed over to the hotel. And when I got to the hotel, I was so tired, just getting out that truck was work. And I got into the room, and I just crawled into the bed. I contacted Joe and said, I'm in town. And then I crawled into the bed, and then I think he contacted me there shortly there. I took a shower. No, I took a shower. And then I crawled in. I was so happy to see that king size bed. I crawled in that bed and passed the hell out. Honestly, just passed the hell out. So when you go out with your trainer, one thing I'm going to tell you is, I'm a heavy set woman, so my clothes are a little bulkier. But for those of you who aren't as heavy as I am, what I'm going to tell you is try to do 5 to 7 days worth of clothes, and try to do at least I'm going to say 7 to 10 days worth of underwear. Okay. A lot of your clothes you're going to wear. I wear my clothes 2 days in a row. So the shirt that I have on, I'm going to wear tomorrow. The shorts that I'm wearing, I'm going to wear tomorrow. Okay. These are just my cutoffs. I won't wear these to a customer. These are like some cutoff sweatpants, because this is when I fell off the truck. These were the pants I had on, so I had to cut them for the cast. So some cutoff sweatpants, or excuse me, wear your clothes. You're gonna wear them two times in a day. Okay, or within a week. So I wear them day 1, day 2, day 3, and then I change day 3. Now, how I am on showers, which I liked about Trainer Bill, not Trucker Bill, Trainer Bill. You have to forgive me. What I liked about Trainer, I just got out the shower, as a matter of fact. I had a shower when I got here on Friday. I didn't do a shower Saturday, and I did another shower today, which is Sunday. So what you'll find about me is I try to do my showers every other day. So every 2 days, I try to have a shower. So the second day, I try to have a shower. On my truck, I carry baby wipes. Till you take those with you. Green rubbing alcohol. I don't have it out. What I'm going to do is do a video where I show you everything. Green rubbing alcohol. You can get that from Walmart, any grocery store, any drugstore. Walmart, not Costco, CVS, Walgreens, they all carry it. Most shopping truckers do is at Walmart, because it's a one-stop shop for us, and if we have to drive the truck in, oftentimes we can, or we can bobtail in. Or in this case, I didn't take the truck anywhere because I didn't want to start my hours. I actually had Lyft come and get me, and Lyft took me to Walmart, and I went to Walmart here in Nevada, got what I needed, and the other thing I do, I don't have it down here, I got 2 of those reusable bags. So I have one that's for cold food, and then I have more than those, but I have 2 that I use mainly, because what that tells me is this is the amount of grocery shopping I'm doing. I'm not doing any more than this. And so I have a bag that I can put cold stuff in. I have a bag that I can put regular stuff in. So bathing stuff, bath stuff, trash bags, Ziplocs. I am a fan of Ziplocs. If you have things like mouthwash, liquid hair supplies, shampoo, shower gel, all of those, get Ziplocs big enough to put those in. The reason is because if you don't get things big enough to put them in, what you may run into, which you must say this again, what you may run into, nice, got him a Freightliner too. I love Freightliners. And he's got the one with the window. I prefer the ones with the window. Mine don't have windows. My company's too cheap for that. You have to be a, what's it called? You have to be a owner-op to get the ones with the windows, and a lot of those are older. I'm good. I'm cool on it. But you can put your stuff in there so when you package it, you're not worried about it spilling. Because I'm going to tell you, if you don't package it, Murphy's Law, whatever can happen will happen. You might just get shower gel and stuff on your clothes or in your bag. I've done it. That's what I'm telling you. Ziplocs. So if you have like this with shower gel, I put it in a Ziploc, zip it up, put it in there. Because if it spills in a Ziploc, I can still use it. I just have to dip in the Ziploc to get it out. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think what else. Mouthwash. I recommend Act, not any alcohol-based mouthwash. And the reason is because, like I said, if a breathalyzer's done, you're going to come up positive for alcohol. I don't know how detailed they are, but I know that's just something that was suggested. And they can also do a swab. You really just avoid it. Go with Act. Act is a good base. Walmart has their own, I think, Equate version of Act if you don't want to pay the extra $1. Antibacterial ointment in case you're cut, Band-Aids, antibacterial gel, obviously your hair products, shower gel, laundry soap. I do not recommend liquid anything. Liquid laundry soap. One of the best things that they came out with in trucking, or came out with over the market for a trucker, is those pods. I'm a big all person, so I like the ones with the oxygen in the middle. I'm using a regular all, and then another good one is Arm & Hammer. Arm & Hammer has a new one out that I just started using, and I use one pod of Arm & Hammer, one pod of the all, and I wash my clothes. Ziploc also offers, and you see it at Walmart's, these huge Ziploc bags. Let me see. I don't have an example. I'll show you later. They're huge. I use those for my dirty clothes, and they're wonderful. They fold up, but I use them for my dirty clothes, and I use them as a laundry bag. I actually also have, when I say laundry bag, like I leave them in that, and I put them in a duffel bag. I picked up at Walmart a $25 smaller, it's like 24 inches, it's not that big. I'll show that to you later too. Not this big, rolling duffel bag. It can be used for several purposes, which I like. And you could use this as your laundry bag to roll your dirty laundry across the yard. You can use it for a shower bag to roll your shower bag stuff, your shower. And you can also use it, if I'm staying at a hotel for 3 or 4 days, this is a perfect bag. I have another one that I can strap over, but either one works good. Because my duffel bag that I had with my trainer truck, it's huge because it housed my blankets, my linen, my pillow, my toiletries. It housed a lot, even medicines. I actually had 2 duffel bags when I got on Trainer Bill's truck, and the reason is because I have a machine that I wear at night to breathe in, and I housed it in a separate bag with meds and toiletries. And then my other bag was mainly my clothing. I had a jacket. I had some gloves. I had my air to check the tire pressure. So I had some tools that I knew that I wanted to have, because when I transitioned off of his truck, I wanted to be able to have certain things that I needed without having to go all the way back to Arizona and go through storage to try to get them. I have more stuff for a truck, but I just really am keeping on here basic needs. And to me, the tire pressure is a basic need. I did pick up a tire thumper because I can't remember what the hell I did with my tire thumper. I have a semi-truck crowbar, which is like huge. When I get my own truck, I will probably put that on there. I'll go home and get my other equipment. But for now, what I'm doing as far as what I need, I'm just keeping it very basic. To see where things go. I want to see where things go at the company. And I'm not saying company's bad where I'm at. I've seen where they've made some changes since I left and came back. But I also see that they need further improvement on stuff. And I'd like to see how some future events are going to happen that are going to make them get there. And I want to see if that's going to happen. So I may hang out a little longer, because I just got this feeling that this is not going to actually be too bad of a place to stay. The new driver manager I have, I like her. She does keep me running. I'm liking the fact that when I'm close to getting done with a load, they have another load put on me. That I liked. I did not like all the time I had on this particular load, but at the same time, it worked out very well because I needed to reset. So I couldn't be mad, and it also gave me a capability to enjoy the Labor Day weekend. So I spent my Labor Day weekend here in Nevada. I've had all-you-can-eat sushi, which I had a craving for. I'm going to get some organization done in the truck. I got a lot of rest done. I got my reset done. I got laundry done. I got a little bit of organization to finish up here in the truck. I'm doing some organization, which has helped. I got my cooler cleaned out. We'll talk to that later. I'll talk about stuff for the truck. So I did a lot of stuff that I need to do. But I hope you guys are having a blessed Labor Day weekend. Get your barbecue on. I really didn't do barbecue. I usually like barbecue, but I'm satisfied that I did my sushi. Actually, I really want to go back today. It was that damn good. But the Lyft cost wasn't expensive, but to me it wasn't expensive because it was like they took me to the Walmart that was further away, and that was $15. And then I give a good tip. I gave them because they gave me advice and everything, so I gave them $5 tips. So that's $20. Then I took a Lyft from Walmart to the place right the sushi at, and that was just really up the street, and that was $5 or $6. So, and I gave her like a $3 tip, so there's $10. And so that right there is, what's that, $20-$30 right there. And then I had to get Lyft back over here, and so I think that was $14-$15. So I did that, and then I gave him like $3 or $4 tip. So By the time it's over with, I've spent 40, 50 bucks. Was that 40? No, hold on. 20, 30. Yeah, about 40, 50 bucks in transportation, which again is not bad. If I would have rented a car, granted I could have gone everywhere, but I really only went a few places. I didn't want to have to go a lot. So, and I like Lyft. It's boom, boom, boom. Relative weight, inexpensive. To me, it's still inexpensive because a cab would probably cost me a lot more. That's pretty much it. Nothing else. And yeah, if you're a truck driver out here, get Lyft or Uber. I don't use Uber. I like Lyft. I like Lyft, and I fell in love with Lyft because they have a little commercial with this old lady in it. And if you can, look it up on YouTube. It is the cutest little commercial. I don't know. I'll see if I can put the link on the video if I can find it, because it's the cutest commercial. And I saw it when I was down with the fracture, and I just would die when I watch YouTube and watch that. It was just the greatest, funniest, cutest commercial. And one of the guys that's in this, it's a cartoon type commercial. He looks like he's a truck driver, and he looks kind of intimidating, and she has to pick him up. It's hilarious. So I'll see if I can find a link, and I'll put it here in the video, at the bottom of the video, you know, in that thing. Anyway, any questions, put them below. I'll be doing some more videos on kind of the organization of the truck. I'm still working on it. I have to let y'all see the inside, but I'm not satisfied. I don't want to show you that quite yet. I got a pile of stuff here. I just brought the duffel bag back on. I got some stuff back there I got to straighten up because I moved the cooler. I'm getting ready to get under here and straighten that up. Anyway, and then somebody trying to call me right now. Look, CVS trying to call me. I'll deal with them later.